Welcome back to Brainy Facts. If you've been clicking around the internet looking for relationship advice, you've probably heard the same old broken record 1,000 times. Give him space, let him chase, cook him dinner, and make him feel like a superhero. But let's be totally honest for a second. What happens when you do all that? What happens when you follow those basic rules to a T and he still starts looking at his phone more than he looks at you? What happens when the relationship becomes comfortable, warm, and sweet, but that intense magnetic desire starts to evaporate into thin air? As a guy, I'm here to pull back the curtain and tell you something most dating gurus won't. Consistency alone does not create obsession. It creates a habit. If you leave a stove burner on medium heat forever, the water stays warm, but it never actually boils. Human psychology is completely hardwired to respond to contrast, not constants. When a man knows exactly how you will react, exactly what you will say, and exactly how available you are every single day, his dopamine receptors basically go on a permanent vacation. To make a man want you more and more each day, you have to break the flat line. You don't need to play toxic games or pretend to be someone you're not. You just need to master what I call the contrast principle of desire. Today, I'm breaking down the advanced psychological shifts that trigger an involuntary, compounding attraction in a man's brain, starting with a dynamic that almost every woman overlooks. Contrast 1, the public empress, private playmate dynamic. Let's start with a truth about male psychology that we rarely admit out loud. Men are deeply visual, highly competitive, and incredibly socially aware creatures. We are constantly observing how you carry yourself in the world, and we are paying even closer attention to how you treat us when the doors are finally closed. The mistake I see so many brilliant women make is being the exact same person in public as they are behind closed doors. They are either overly detached and guarded in both settings, or they are intensely affectionate and soft in both. Neither approach works. Why? Because it lacks juxtaposition. To unlock this trigger, you must master the social switch. When you are out in public, whether you are at a dinner party, hanging out with friends, or just walking through a crowded room, I want you to hold yourself with the highest standards of poise, elegance, and complete self-sufficiency. You are the public empress. You don't fawn over him, you don't look desperate for his attention, and you command the room with your confidence. Every single guy in that room should look at you and think, wow, she is completely out of reach. But here's where the magic happens. The absolute second the two of you step into the car, or the moment the front door of your apartment clicks shut, you instantly drop that majestic armor. You flip the switch and become the private playmate. You become warm, deeply affectionate, teasing, and soft. You lean into his space, wrap your arms around his neck, and let him see a side of you that the rest of the world is barred from witnessing. Think about the psychological impact this has on a guy. When he sees that the rest of the world gets your strength, your boundaries, and your high standards, but he is the only man alive who gets your raw softness and playful vulnerability, it makes him feel incredibly elite. He doesn't just feel like a regular boyfriend anymore, he feels like he's won a VIP pass to an exclusive world. That private intimacy becomes a privilege he will work harder to deserve every single day. Contrast 2, high-value standards meets low-maintenance presence. There is a massive amount of confusion in the dating world right now about what it actually means to be a high-value woman. Modern advice often tells women to have incredibly high standards, which unfortunately gets mistranslated into being combative, expensive, and generally difficult to please. On the flip side, women who try to be low-maintenance usually end up letting men treat them like an absolute afterthought just to avoid rocking the boat. Both of these archetypes are a one-way street to a dead-end relationship. The secret to long-term obsession is separating your standards for how you are treated from your expectations of the environment. When it comes to respect, communication, and basic integrity, your standards must be sky-high and unyielding. This is your high-value standards phase. If a man makes a promise, he keeps it. If he schedules a date with you and cancels last minute without a genuine ironclad emergency, you do not sit at home crying, and you definitely do not rearrange your weekend for him. You calmly, elegantly say, "No worries, let me know when your schedule clears up," and you go out with your friends. You show zero tolerance for lazy effort or mixed signals. You don't yell, you don't lecture him like a strict school teacher, you just withdraw your attention. However, when he is treating you right, when he respects your time and steps up to the plate, you show up with a low-maintenance presence. When you are together, you are an absolute joy to be around. If his car breaks down on the way to a fancy dinner and you end up eating cheap drive-through burgers on the hood of a car under the rain, you don't pout or ruin the night. You laugh, you make a joke out of it, and you bring a vibrant, easygoing energy to the table. This contrast is incredibly rare and utterly intoxicating for a man. Most guys are terrified of dating a woman who is a constant source of pressure and high-stress maintenance. When a man realizes that you have the self-respect to walk away if he mistreats you, but you also have the emotional maturity to be completely chill, fun, and easygoing when things don't go perfectly, he will hold on to you for dear life. You become low stress but high value, the ultimate psychological jackpot. Contrast 3, the deep support versus sudden focus pivot. Let's talk about attention management, because this is where the flat line usually kills the romance. If you give a man 100% of your attention all the time, your text messages and your presence eventually turn into background noise. It's like living near an airport. At first, the planes are loud, but after a month, your brain completely tunes them out. If you give him 0% attention, he assumes you don't care and he checks out. The absolute sweet spot for desire lives entirely in the oscillation. The advanced strategy here is a two-step rhythm. Be his loudest cheerleader during his most critical moments, followed immediately by a seamless, unbothered pivot back to your own life. Imagine your man is facing a massive milestone. Maybe he has a high-stakes presentation at work, a grueling physical competition, or a major business venture that has him stressed out of his mind. This is phase 1, the deep support. You lean in completely. You look him in the eye and say, "I know exactly what you're capable of, and you are going to absolutely crush this today." You send him a single text of pure, unadulterated belief right before he steps into the arena. You make him feel 10 feet tall. But the exact moment the event is over, you don't hang around waiting for a status report, and you certainly don't sit by your phone waiting for him to shower you with gratitude. You immediately execute phase 2, the pivot. You seamlessly return to your own busy, vibrant day. You head to your workout, you jump into your own meetings, or you go out to dinner with your family. Your focus shifts entirely away from him. Look at what happens inside his brain when you do this. He experiences the incredible high of your intense, focused validation, and then, boom, he is suddenly met with your absence. This creates an immediate psychological vacuum. Instead of taking your support for granted, he goes on the hunt to find you. He will actively seek you out, text you his results, and beg to see you because your attention is treated as a premium, high-value commodity, not a free, unlimited resource. You become the prize he wants to share his victories with. Contrast 4. Calm autonomy versus fierce loyalty. We've arrived at the final and perhaps most powerful contrast of all, the paradox of ownership. Deep down in his evolutionary psychology, a man wants to know that a woman is completely loyal to him. But at the exact same time, he needs to know that she belongs entirely to herself. If he feels like he completely owns you, the chase is over and the desire stalls. The biggest mistake women make here is trying to show loyalty through anxiety. They check his location, they ask who he's texting, or they get visibly insecure when he wants a night out with his friends. Trust me on this. Jealousy does not look like devotion to a man. It looks like a lack of self-worth. The way you build an addictive, lifelong devotion is by combining calm autonomy with fierce loyalty. Calm autonomy means that when he steps out of your sight, your emotional stability doesn't drop an inch. If he goes on a weekend trip with his buddies or travels across the country for business, you do not double text him or blow up his phone demanding updates. You show total, unshakable emotional security. You send a single text, "Have an amazing time with the guys, can't wait to hear about it when you're back," and then you go live your own life. You leave him completely free. But the moment anyone, outside of your relationship, tries to disrespect him or cross a boundary, that is when you bring out the fierce loyalty. If someone tries to talk down about him, you shut it down instantly. You protect his name when he isn't in the room. You don't vent about his private flaws to your friends or family over brunch just for cheap validation. When a man sees this contrast, it blows his mind. He realizes that your loyalty isn't driven by a desperate fear of losing him or a need to control him. It is driven purely by your own high character and integrity. Knowing that you are fiercely loyal to the bond, but completely capable of surviving and thriving without him if he ever crosses your boundaries, keeps him fiercely protective of his place in your life. He realizes you are a rare treasure that cannot be trapped, only earned day by day. At the end of the day, ladies, desire doesn't survive on a flat line. It lives and breathes in the peaks and the valleys. When you master the art of emotional contrast, you stop being a predictable routine in his life and you become an addictive, magnetic rhythm. He will find himself wanting you more and more each day simply because he can never fully anticipate the beautiful, captivating depth of the woman standing right in front of him. Stop trying to be the perfect, predictable piece of a puzzle and start being the energy that keeps the whole dynamic alive. If you're tired of the same old basic dating advice and you want more of these psychological deep dives that actually make sense, do me a huge favor. Smash that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you never miss an episode. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below right now and tell me, which of these 4 contrasts do you think is your natural strength? And which one are you going to test out tonight? I'm going to be down there reading and replying to as many of you as I can. Thank you so much for watching Brainy Facts. Until next time, stay beautiful, stay magnetic, and keep them guessing.